live from Los Angeles.
After a long hiatus, Anthony Davis is back. And after a shorter hiatus, Clay is back again. So some co-star returns to catch you up on. And speaking of comebacks, what on earth did the Clippers reserves do to the Wizards last night? A deficit demolished in DC+. The bearded one not so happy after last night's loss to the Lakers. His post-game press conference that has everyone talking. NBA Today starts right now. Welcome to NBA Today. I'm Malika Andrews, and what a show we have for you. So 10 games last night. Let's get straight to it, starting with two-time WNBA All-Star Chiney Ogwumike. We got the message today. We got the message. All right, here's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to put 24 seconds on the clock here. And in 24 seconds, can you please tell me what your biggest takeaway from last night was?
The stars that we have been waiting for to return. And let's start with your hood, your area, the Bay Area, and Klay Thompson. I love how he played basketball last night. 6 assists, but more importantly, it was Warriors basketball. 71 points off of the bench. It was just a team effort. And Kuminga, I mean, my goodness. And of course, you can't say stars and returns without mentioning Anthony Davis. That alley-oop dunk was amazing, but more importantly, the Lakers looked like that had their energy back. So there's a buzzer.
Thank you so much, Chiney. I appreciate you. AD's return in particular, it's been so highly anticipated. And he said he was feeling good, but then his win caught up to him a little bit. And then he said he needed to get that second win before he felt good for the rest of the game. So also in studio today, Big Perk and Richard Jefferson.
Get up on my shot.
This is dangerous. I'm going to do the exact same thing I did with Chiney.
Yeah.
Please, no shot clock violations here, okay?
Yeah.
Richard, I'm going to start with you. Your biggest takeaway from last night was what?
I don't know. I think Austin Reeves might have been my favorite thing from last night after I was watching my Arizona Wildcats lose. That was tough. Look, when you get this thing, I've been there. You've been there. Bron could either be saying the most intelligent thing, or he could be saying one of those things where like, yeah, I get, big fella, that was your man. Don't tell me to take your man backdoor. So either it was hyper intelligent, but most players have had those eye looks. So, oh, damn it. Damn it. That was
it was close. It was pretty close. Perk, I think I know where this might be going because you tweeted about this to me last night. So what, or should I say who was your biggest takeaway?
I'm going with Anthony Edwards, the Ant-Man. He dropped the 40-piece wing dinner Cajun rub last night. A true definition of a generational talent. And look, we know he got the skills, the athleticism, and everything, but guess what else he got? He got the wordplay. He got the swagger. He got everything that you want your franchise guy to be. Here it is, right now. I'm taking you to sound because you got to listen to what he said last night in his post-game interview.
Ooh, okay.
Feel like Black Jesus. Yeah. I saw the man in front of me, and I saw fear in his eyes, I guess. And that was all she wrote.
Perk, that sounds
see what I'm saying?
24 seconds is up. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
but that also sounds like something you would say. We need to cut these guys off. The Timberwolves, they've won 8 of 11 and are seventh in the Western Conference right now. But the next man that we have in studio, Mr. J.J. Redick, I know you have some experience beating some buzzers in your day. So 24 seconds on the clock. What was your biggest takeaway from last night?
My big takeaway from last night is the 2 most dominant players in the NBA right now are Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic.
Big men.
Joel, 42 and 14 with 4 blocks. They're 25 and 11 when he plays. Jokic, a ho-hum stat line of 28, 21 and 9. Nuggets now are in 6th place. They're going to be a tough out in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Look at how well you beat that buzzer. There was time left on the clock. Easy.
I left him a little bit of time, RJ.
A little bit of time. All right. Well, then I'll go with my biggest takeaway because last night it had to be James Harden, who after another loss, he admitted to being frustrated with a host of different things in Brooklyn. And we're going to get to all of that later in the show. But first, let's see what caused some of that frustration.
It's the Lakers and Nets second and final meeting of the season.
Anthony Davis will make his return tonight.
What was the moment where you were like, okay, Anthony looks right?
I would say the first play.
LeBron turns the corner down the middle, alley-oop to Davis, who slams it out of the gate on his very first shot attempt.
Harden, Euro, swatted by Anthony Davis.
Definitely different with his presence out there, protecting on, especially on the defensive end. It's good to see him back on the floor.
Bounce pass stolen by LeBron. Here comes LeBron on a breakaway. Slam dunk, and the Lakers lead by 13.
It's fun to watch.
You know, all of us is up cheering for him. He just go in kill mode. You know, you really don't have to lock in because I wasn't playing, so it's just like now I'm a fan. And it's just like, wow.
AD didn't miss a beat defensively in his return with a game-high 4 blocks. And for the season, Davis is the only player averaging 20 points and 2 blocks per game. So here's LeBron and Vogel with more on Davis's impact.
Just his presence alone. He just makes our team so much more complete. Our length defensively, our ability to really get up in people's faces because we know we got him at the rim, or our ability to switch a lot of things because he can literally guard 1 through 5. He's such a dynamic player.
He really changed things for us defensively at the rim with his hands, with his deflections. Obviously not a big scoring night, but you know, his anchor to our defense is something that's been sorely missed.
All right, so we heard the word presence a whole lot in that, especially when it comes to AD's defense. But Shanae, presence in practice on the court, what does that actually look like?
Well, his opponents went 2 for 10 from the field when he was guarding him. So roll me my tape, producer Kwaku, baby. And shout out to producer Greg as well. Producer G. All right, his ability to switch is underrated, especially as a big man. Watch his footwork. Richard, you can jump in here too. He stays on the toes of his feet, not on his heels, and that's why he's able to chase down shots.
Yeah, and look, Cam Thomas is extremely shifty, but look, right here, what do you see right here? Talk to him.
On-ball defense, backyard basketball, and the fact that you don't have to send help is fantastic. Guarding James Harden and making him frustrated.
One of the best one-on-one players in this league, and if you can put your big on him, that helps things out.
And this is my favorite part, help defense. This is what the Lakers have been missing, especially when it comes to the paint, as you'll see right there. He has his eyes on the ball. Everyone knows James Harden wants to go left with his left hand, but he sees the play happening. He makes the help defensive stop. He had 4 blocks last night, and this is exactly what you need if you're energy for the Lakers.
Yeah, you get a layup by Russ, because that's what defense can lead to offense. You get a couple easy buckets, and also THT showing his hands because he knows he's got a big man behind him that can clean up any mistake. So his presence, that is a proper word to use.
And this is a time where people wake up and say, oh, what did AD do last night? It's like, oh, 3 for 8. No, the energy was there from tip. It was not just that offensive dunk. It was the presence in the paint defensively. And I have a feeling, Malika, you do so much work. I feel like you got to prep a little bit for the next segment.
There's a lot we got in this show.
Okay.
I think JJ wants to show us something really quick.
God, this dude gets here. He's here 2 days.
Trying to take over our court.
Stuff. It's like, what you got, JJ?
I need someone to guard me real quick.
Okay, done. That's because we know that ain't Perk.
RJ wants to guard me. All right. Yeah, I know my role. I know my role.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's really nice.
Okay,
really nice. Look, when they traded for Russell Westbrook, they lost 2 of their best wing defenders in KCP and Kyle Kuzma. What Anthony Davis provides as a help defender is a safety valve to make up for their defense on the wing.
Okay.
And we saw that last night in transition. Look, James Harden, elite Euro step in transition. AD sprinting back on defense. Harden tries to get to his Euro.
Shows his hand.
Lays it up.
Oh, my God. You don't break it.
Get it out of here.
First of all, we ain't seen a block like that since 2010 from Perks.
That was impressive. You actually did block my floater like that in 2010.
It's all good.
I went off it right.
I was a 6 pounds.
That was not all good. But, no, to your point, and to add to it, when you know you have that presence behind you, you play with DeAndre Jordan, you didn't play with Dwight Howard.
Yep.
So when you have that presence, you know, I just need to keep my hands up. I don't need to foul. I don't need to do anything. I just can't make sure you just don't lay it up that easy.
You're not afraid of getting beat when you have AD behind the helicopter.
But you know the great thing about it is who had the first bucket for the Lakers last night? It was a lob for AD. They got him going, and guess what he did? He started anchoring the defense. I thought I warned y'all about that yesterday.
Yeah, feed the big man early, right? But at some point in time, you got to stop feeding the big man.
Leave him
and figuratively. Literally and figuratively.
I'm not going to participate in that, Perk. I'm not going to participate in that.
Okay, whatever. Fine. Malika, you got this.
We still have so much more to come on NBA Today. James Harden, y'all mentioned it, is frustrated. So hear what he said last night following Brooklyn's loss.